Welcome to the Big House, Michigan Stadium. A Week 1 showdown with both teams hoping to start their season off on a high note. It's the Western Michigan Broncos and the Michigan Wolverines. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
When you talk about iconic stadiums in college football, the Big House has to be at the top of your list. One of the most unique stadiums. It is nestled down in the ground. It is loud. It is fun. Ann Arbor has one of the finest stadiums in college sports. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Broncos kickoff unit is ready, and so is this home crowd. They've been waiting on the season, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will have the opening possession of the game. And let's take a look at this dynamic young guy, Andrew Marsh. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
And what a treat, man. We get to see an elite wide receiver, a master at his craft perform today. And obviously, nobody in the seats are surprised, right? Because this university continually pumps out guys at the spot. But, Jesse, I love the way this dude performs. I'm excited to watch him live.
You know, it was amazing. The three of us were walking around the facility yesterday, and you're just seeing all the names of receivers and all the memorabilia and the jerseys and the Bolitnikoff Awards. The tradition of the position of receiver at this school throughout college football history has just been elite, and this guy is the next one.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
Finds his man. It's Buchanan. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for running room. Turning it on. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Right side, it's Marsh. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
A lot of coaches talk about scripting the first series. You could tell the script reads, get that wide receiver the football because he can make plays. The quarterback, you could tell he has confidence in his guy. He finds him, and he does the rest.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. And he'll bring it back. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. So Western Michigan's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And when you have a corner of this caliber, it gives the defense so many options in the way they can attack. We'll see what they're able to do with this guy. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Broncos with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out wide left, it's Brooks. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that one.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Broncos will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Not a lot of room to field this one. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. On the ground, it's Marshall. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
He's going to take off. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smart.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. Here's Underwood to throw. Got his man on the right. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Rush right in his face. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And here comes the offense on second down. The give to the back. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy.
basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving. Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown them 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Buckley. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Broncos are rolling down the field. Snags it, and he's open. Big pickup on the ground, knocked out at the 28-yard line.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Wide receiver going in motion. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
And after that last completion left them with just a yard or so to go for a first down, how will they attack on second and short? Trying the run, it's Buckley. Bring him down.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Trying to slip through and pick it up. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Well, this offense didn't get off to the start they wanted, going 3 and out of the gate. But on the second drive, they're doing much better. They're finding a rhythm, and I think a big part of that is establishing the running game. And a really nice job on that last one, picking up the first down.
A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Moving the pocket, it's Lowry. Look out! Makes the grab. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. He wants it all. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Good, right down the boulevard. Had to settle for the field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Hits gets inside. It's Marshall. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Those who stay will be champions, so said Bo Schembechler, and those who keep it on the ground churn out first downs.
Yeah, it's because it's a way of life, right? It's that physicality. It's going to be hard in practice all week. When you're at Michigan, it's going to be grind. It's going to be physical. That's who they are. They won't compromise. And if you get to stick around, here recently, a lot of success, too.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB, scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They're all over him. On the move, he fires. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make it.
Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Caught. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Oh, pressure's coming. He's sacked. This defense all over him. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Smashes it between the uprights. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Western Michigan ready to get things going right now on offense. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous possessions, Jesse.
Yeah, this is an offense that takes a lot of pride in execution, and they feel like they should have scored a touchdown every single drive. So while it's been good, not great, David, just execute a little bit better, and they can put this one in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think you point that out. We went all the way down the field on 2 of our first 3 drives and got field goals. Now, just a little better execution when that field starts to shrink and it gets a little bit more difficult.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. Sets his feet. It's Lowry. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll try it over the left side. Nowhere to go.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
The Broncos now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down to the air. Out wide right, it's Fletcher. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. They come to the line, facing third and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws quickly. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, can these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And the Broncos decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He's brought down, not a lot of room to take that one back. So here comes the Michigan offense. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
Why don't they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute throwing and running the football, David.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop down right now before the half? They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
He has 60 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. Throwing, Underwood. Left side is Hansen. Past the 45. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. So nice to have these tight ends.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. First and 10 from the 39. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Under pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. There he goes. Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots and they're being aggressive throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. And now the Broncos called their first of 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Keep it on the ground. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tack on another one before half. Touchdown, Wolverine! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the returner will be dragged down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Back to throw, it's Lowry. Fires it incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Second and long here. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time on target. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first. Snap from the gun on third down. Here comes the heat. They get to him as he throws.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Punt is on its way. Making his first move. Slips through the line. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks. Made a couple of moves and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Holly, what update do you have on that?
Guys, down on the home team sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong, but with a big lead, they're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Making the adjustment on the play. Underwood. Rushes on. And down he goes. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Finds his back in the middle. Jumped on top of the pile. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. This would be a prodigious kick from 56 yards out and from the left side. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. And the Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
I caught up with the Michigan coach at the half. Their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Back to you.
Okay, Holly.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Makes the catch, and he's free. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Broncos, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Running inside. It's Buckley. They were all over it.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Well, Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
And the Broncos will punt it away on 4th down. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. As we check in with Holly.
Guys, here on the Michigan sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong with a big lead. They're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Handoff to the single running back. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. The handoff as they run the counter play here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. He's got it. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Churns into the pile. Makes one man miss. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Stepping to the right. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. There's never a good time for it, but man, do you hate to see it in the first game of the season. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a 1st down in the red zone.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
3rd quarter opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. Quick give. It's Marshall. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Underwood in the gun on 3rd down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Snowed under by the defense.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Looking for a man. It's Lowry. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
I know one thing, the play didn't result in a good outcome, but I'm very impressed with the offensive line. Unbelievable job. Gave the quarterback plenty of time. Now let's see if they can adjust with the receivers running routes and maybe get somebody open.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Broncos will send out the punt unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Makes a move. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. Holly, what do you have?
Guys, here on the Michigan sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong with a big lead. They're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Right side, it's Hansen. There he goes. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that will probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Fit it in the window for the score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Looking for blockers. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize off getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
On the run, it's Buckley. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Out wide right, it's Fletcher. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Straight ahead, it's Buckley.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Back's got it on the screen. Spins away from the defense. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They've gotten off to a great start with a season-opening victory. Let's take a look at what's on the schedule for next week. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So first down will open up the final period. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the air, it's Petty. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Breaks into the open. Past the 30. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Sells to run, looking to pass. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Makes the grab.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
The Broncos have pushed it inside the 20. They give it to him first time this season for the transfer. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down. And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. He's got it on the run. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. Right down the boulevard. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb.
Number 12, sets a kickoff.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. The give as they work on that clock. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Pulled to the ground.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
To the air. It's Fowler Nicolosi. They're working that left side. Nice move there. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation. And beautiful throw out in front of the target.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Wolverines back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. From the gun, it's Marshall. Enough to move the chains. He's up to 113 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Got enough space. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week one sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
He'll bring it out. It's Green. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Hey guys, down here on the Western Michigan sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Guys?
Thanks, Holly.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Might as well run him again. A 5-yard pickup there leaves him with third down and 5.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment, because today, oof, it was not a good day.
He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. With the clock running, this should be the final play. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
That great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. We definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. And if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.